Welcome back to Reddit Echoes, where real stories from Reddit are told with raw honesty, deep emotion, and sometimes shocking twists. Today I'm sharing a complex and painful love story where trust is broken and secrets are exposed right at the heart of what seemed like the strongest relationship. Have you ever felt betrayed by the person you trusted most, or found yourself trapped in a whirlwind of emotions and doubt? This story will resonate deeply and stir powerful feelings as the unexpected truths unfold. Join me as we dive into a tangled world of relationships where love, honesty, and betrayal intertwine, and see how the main character faces this ultimate test. Story 1. My daughter's best friend and the untold secret. I'm a 45-year-old father divorced with a 21-year-old daughter. Her best friend is also 21, tall, blonde, cute face, and incredibly kind-hearted. Honestly, before all this happened, I thought if I were younger, I'd definitely be attracted to her. There was a very real, indescribable kind of spark. I never imagined it would go too far, but it did. It all started with some unusual messages. My daughter's best friend would text me often, at first just casual greetings, but gradually the tone became more playful, even calling me daddy in a very sweet way. Once she said, "Your daughter is so lucky. I wish you were my dad." I knew she was joking, but inside I felt something strange and complicated. Later, she texted me from bed saying she couldn't sleep and really wanted a hug. I admit I lost my composure. I'm not the type to chase after my daughter's friends or be attracted to young girls, but the truth is she's so beautiful, so adorable, I couldn't resist. I started seeing someone else about 2 months ago, but it wasn't a serious relationship, so I told myself it wasn't cheating. Yet I feared my daughter finding out. Every time I saw her, I thought, I wish she didn't know. I wish she hadn't found out. Then one day her best friend called me and said, "We need to talk." My heart almost stopped. I feared my daughter discovering the truth and getting hurt. I thought about the consequences, a broken family, a wounded child. I knew this secret couldn't stay hidden forever, just didn't know when it would come out. During that talk, she cried and admitted she didn't know why it happened either, but she truly liked me. I felt scared and overwhelmingly guilty. I had to decide between my personal feelings and my responsibility as a father and adult. I'm sharing this not to excuse my actions, but to show that sometimes in life we face temptations and challenges beyond what we imagine. How we confront them reveals who we truly are. Now I live with anxiety, unsure what the future holds. I want to keep my family together, protect my daughter, but I can't deny these complex feelings inside me. I share this story, hoping those in similar difficult situations can find empathy or lessons. Story 2. The broken migration plan and the cost of a decision. I'm a 30-year-old mother with a 15-year-old son named Ali and 4 younger kids aged between 2 and 11. I was a teenage mom, but fortunately got married early and have managed to keep a stable, happy family. My husband and I have overcome many challenges together, and now we have a comfortable and steady life. Allie has been close friends with a girl named Bree since they were very young, about 7 years old. Her family used to live in the same city as us, and we were quite close, occasionally chatting via video call. Not extremely close, but still friends. However, 18 months ago, Bree's family had to move to a small town 3 states away due to rising rent costs and better job opportunities. Ali couldn't stand being apart from his best friend, constantly begging me to move with them, promising things like cheaper housing, better jobs, and an easier life. But the truth is, neither my nor my husband's jobs are suited for that place, and the kids are settled here with school and sports, so I couldn't agree to move just based on empty promises. I thought it was normal as an adult. I understand life isn't always easy to uproot and relocate, especially with so many family commitments. But Ali didn't see it that way. Then at Christmas, Bree's family came back to visit the city, and the kids met up and played happily together. I thought everything was fine, but something else happened. Bree became pregnant, and I'm pretty sure it was intentional. Ali is well educated about sex, taught carefully by me, my husband, and school on how to prevent pregnancy. He knows how to avoid having a baby, yet here we are. Now Ali wants me and my husband to move there to raise the baby with Bree. I had a frank talk with Bree's parents and firmly refused. Your son is only 15. There's no proof the baby is his. I'm not going to uproot everything just based on his word. When he's 18, he can choose to go if he wants. We will do a DNA test and then discuss childcare. I also added, if you make a decision, you have to take responsibility for it. I know this upset Ali deeply, and our relationship with Bree's family got tense and even cut off contact. Ali hates me now, accusing me of holding him back, stopping him from being with the love of his life and the future child. He uses our family, a happy, successful one, as an example to prove that it can work out. I admit I don't care whether I'm right or wrong, but I feel hurt and disappointed seeing the life I've worked so hard to build at risk of falling apart. Ali behaves immaturely. I think he doesn't grasp the serious consequences of his decisions. It feels like he's exploiting my love and concern to force me to comply. I've tried to be patient and explain, but he only resists more, blames me, and makes me feel almost hopeless. It's like being both a mom and a manager to an adult who refuses to grow up, and it's exhausting. I know this story might cause controversy. Some say I'm too strict, inflexible, and disrespectful of my son's love. But others understand that being a parent isn't about agreeing to everything a child wants, but protecting them from wrong decisions that could ruin their lives. I just hope Ali realizes reality soon, so he doesn't lose what matters most. As for me, I will hold firm for the sake of my son's future and the family's well-being. Story 3. Shocking discovery. I'm not the biological father of the 2 kids I raised for 17 years. I'm a man married for 18 years with 17-year-old twins, a boy and a girl, and what seemed like a peaceful, stable family life. My wife Kelly and I met when we worked at the same company right after graduation. We built our careers together, started our own business, and raised a family. For all these years, I believed we were a team, overcoming every hardship together to achieve the life we have now. But a few days ago, everything collapsed when I found out that I am not the biological father of the twins. The story began with a DNA test kit that the kids bought just for fun. I thought it was just a joke or a simple curiosity. But the result shocked me to my core. I have no genetic relationship with the twins. I still clearly remember the overwhelming confusion and heartbreak I felt at that moment. I looked at Kelly, my partner for over half my life, the person I once loved and trusted completely, and felt like everything I had built was suddenly a cruel joke. When I confronted Kelly, she cried and apologized. She told me that during a period of intense arguing between us, she had a drunken night and slept with a stranger. She said it was a one-time mistake and that she hadn't betrayed me since. I didn't know how to react. The betrayal wasn't just the infidelity itself, but the fact that she had hidden this secret for 17 years. 17 years of nurturing, caring for, and loving these children, all based on a lie. The past few days I've been lost. I had to temporarily leave the family and stay at a hotel to have space to think and avoid immediate conflicts and tension that couldn't be resolved right away. I don't know if I can look at Kelly the same way anymore. My love and trust have been deeply wounded. But more importantly, I have to think about the kids, the children I've considered my own flesh and blood. I still want to be their father regardless of biology. I also wonder, why didn't Kelly tell me the truth from the start? Why did she choose silence, letting the children grow up in deception? That hurts me more than anything. Sometimes I ask myself if I can forgive, if trust can be rebuilt, or if this is a scar that will never heal. I don't know what the future holds, but I know I need time and support to get through this phase. I'm sharing my story on Reddit to seek empathy and advice from others. I still love my family and want to mend things, but I also need fairness, truth, and honesty, the things I feel have long been lost. Story 4. Husband cheats with my sister. The shattering shock that tore our family apart. I don't even know where to start because this still haunts me every day. I'm a 27-year-old woman recently married just 2 weeks ago to the man I once trusted most in my life. I thought we'd have a beautiful beginning, a happy life together, but now everything has completely fallen apart in just a few days. Not long ago, I started noticing strange changes in my 17-year-old sister's behavior. Things got worse when I found out she was pregnant, a thunderbolt out of nowhere. What hurt even more was discovering that the father of the child was none other than my husband. I couldn't believe it. The man I loved, to whom I gave my whole heart, betrayed me in the cruelest way. And my sister, the one I once protected and loved, was the one hiding this terrible secret. When our family found out, my parents installed a phone monitoring app on my sister's phone, and that's how they discovered my husband was texting and having an affair with her. Everything felt like a never-ending nightmare. My sister cried and begged for forgiveness repeatedly. My husband tried to justify himself, ask for mercy, and begged me to attend counseling and stay together. But I told him straight, "I'm divorcing you. I cannot forgive this." I don't know if my sister truly regrets it. Sometimes when I look at her, I feel both pity and anger. How could a 17-year-old fall into such a sinful relationship? And how could my husband betray me so mercilessly? The next day, my sister was summoned by the police. She confessed everything, saying the relationship started when she was just 15 and became intimate when she was 16. They exchanged many inappropriate messages and photos, and all evidence matched her confession. My husband was arrested at his workplace. That night was the first time in a year I went to bed without him by my side. Everything felt surreal, like living in a horror movie I couldn't escape. My father, a strict religious man, insists my sister should keep the baby. My mother believes she should have the right to choose and possibly terminate the pregnancy. As for me, I just want an end to all this chaos. I have contacted a lawyer to prepare for divorce proceedings. I want everything clear with no further contact with the betrayer. My feelings for him are gone, but I'm still struggling with my emotions toward my sister. She keeps saying she loves him and doesn't regret anything. My family plans to seek counseling to try to overcome this tragedy and see if we can maintain any relationships. But right now, the answer is still very uncertain. I feel betrayed twice, once by my husband, once by my own flesh and blood. The pain is indescribable. I only hope the truth is out and justice will be served. If you've heard stories like this, you might think I'm too harsh or just protecting myself too much. But this is a real story, real life, and it has left me standing amid the most chaotic emotions imaginable. Story 5. The 17-year-long hidden secret. I'm not the biological father of the children I raised. I am a husband, a father, and a devoted partner, or at least that's what I believed for the 18 years of my marriage with Kelly. We met working at the same company right after graduating from college. Both of us were young, ambitious, and full of passion. After several years of working hard together, we decided to start a family. I clearly remember the joy when Kelly was pregnant with twins. Our happiness knew no bounds. The children were born healthy and quickly became the center of our lives. We built careers, cared for our family, and overcame every hardship together. But everything changed completely when I received the results of a family DNA test that our children had taken to learn about their ancestry. The results nearly knocked me out. I am not the biological father of the twins. I couldn't believe it. I had been committed to this family my whole life, loving those children as if they were my own flesh and blood. Now I had to face the harsh truth that the children I called my own don't share my bloodline. I called Kelly to talk, and she burst into tears, admitting that during a big fight early in our marriage, she got drunk and made a mistake. She slept with a stranger. She said there had been no other affairs since then, but that betrayal had been kept secret for 17 years. I still vividly remember the turmoil inside me, then anger, pain, and confusion about what to do next. I don't know if I can ever see Kelly as the faithful wife again. All the memories, all the years we built together now feel blurred, overshadowed by that lie. I asked myself, why did she keep this secret for so long? Why not tell me from the start? Why let me live in deception all these years? Yet I cannot deny the love I have for these two children. Though not biological, I have cared for, nurtured, and protected them. I am still their father in the deepest and truest sense. But the truth is, I cannot forget the pain of betrayal by the one I trusted most. There have been many sleepless nights wondering if I can forgive Kelly and whether love can save everything. Family and friends have their own opinions. Some say I should forgive because family is everything. Others advise me to let go to free myself from the lie. I know the road ahead will not be easy. It will take time to heal the wounds and find the path forward. Sometimes I feel like I'm living in a never-ending drama. But I want to face reality with honesty and respect. This story is not for sympathy, but to share my pain, and to remind that in life the truth is not always easy to hear or accept. I am still searching for a way to move forward, to be the best father I can be, and to protect myself from too deep a hurt. Thank you for listening to my story. Story 6. A dangerous relationship. When my husband cheated with my sister, I never imagined my life would fall into such a terrible situation. I am a wife, a sister, a mother, but now I feel betrayed in the cruelest way possible. My husband, the person I once trusted, completely cheated with my sister. And the nightmare didn't stop there. We had been married for only 2 weeks, just 2 weeks, when I heard this shocking news. The truth was revealed by none other than my sister herself. She confessed that they had been secretly involved for a long time, starting when she was just 15. A child, a young girl not mature enough to fully grasp the consequences. My sister is now 1 month pregnant and still refuses to say who the father is. Our family had to resort to installing monitoring software on her phone to uncover the truth: my husband is the father. When the truth came out, I felt torn apart. My husband admitted everything, crying and begging for forgiveness, saying it was a momentary mistake and wanting us to attend therapy to save the marriage. But I was different. I coldly informed him that I would file for divorce and decided never to speak to him again after everything was over. I don't know how to deal with my sister. I love her. She's my blood. But what she did is beyond what I can bear. Our family is in chaos. My father, a very conservative and devout man, insists my sister keep the baby. Meanwhile, my mother believes it's her right to choose whether to terminate the pregnancy. I have contacted a lawyer to prepare divorce papers, and I want to cut all ties with my husband. I cannot accept such a terrible betrayal. Everything is chaotic and painful, and I can only wait for the difficult days ahead. I share this story not to blame or condemn, but to say that there are things in life that no matter how much you love, cannot be forgiven. I still don't know what I will do next. I'm trying to stay calm and seek support from my closest loved ones, but perhaps I will never be able to trust anyone like I used to. Life is truly harsh, and sometimes the people closest to us hurt us the most. Thank you for listening to my story. I hope it can help someone in a similar situation find empathy and strength to move forward. Story 7. When my best friend stole my lover and the painful truth. I never thought I'd become part of such a complicated and painful love triangle. It all started with the relationship between me, my boyfriend, and his best friend Liam. We had been dating for almost a year and everything seemed fine. But Liam, my boyfriend's best friend, seemed to be everywhere during every important moment. Liam wasn't just a friend. He was like a brother to my boyfriend, someone he once saved. My boyfriend couldn't say no to Liam. He accompanied us on every date, every event, even movie nights. I tried many times to ask why Liam always had to be there, but my boyfriend just kept saying Liam was lonely and had no one else and he couldn't abandon him. I began to feel neglected, like I was sharing my boyfriend with someone else. I tried to accept it, thinking it was just a deep friendship. But it became suffocating, especially when Liam started showing up more often, even when it wasn't necessary. I even tried to invite a single female friend on a double date, but it didn't work because Liam wasn't my boyfriend's date, and it just made things weirder. After 3 months of enduring this, I decided to confront my boyfriend directly. Why does Liam always have to be around? Do I have to accept this forever? But the answers were only excuses based on pity and guilt for Liam. Then one day, I decided to end it all. I wanted to talk privately with my boyfriend, but instead, he brought Liam along. I felt insulted because I wanted to discuss private matters alone, not in front of the third person ruining our relationship. A fight broke out right at the park near home. I told them I felt manipulated and controlled by Liam's fake, sad story. My boyfriend looked caught off guard, clearly embarrassed, while Liam got angry and demanded to know what I had said about him. And then the unexpected truth was revealed. Everything my boyfriend told me about Liam was a lie. Liam wasn't lonely as he claimed he had a fiancé and siblings. It was all a staged act to make me feel guilty and stop me from demanding a normal relationship. I couldn't believe I was so easily deceived. The betrayal came from the person I loved and trusted most. I immediately said goodbye, though anger and disappointment still filled my heart. Later, I even got a message from Liam explaining that my boyfriend said I wasn't comfortable being alone with him, which is why he had to be around all the time. Liam even said my boyfriend might be hiding his true feelings for him, but was too scared to admit it. I still don't understand my boyfriend's motives. Was it fear, deception, or inner conflict? But one thing's for sure, I can't continue a relationship full of lies and broken trust. Now I feel relieved after breaking free, though many wounds remain unhealed. I hope to soon find someone worthy, someone I won't have to worry about or doubt every day. This story isn't just about a broken relationship. It's a lesson about trust, honesty, and having the courage to stand up for yourself. Thank you for listening to my story. If you've been through something similar, remember you're not alone, and never hesitate to put your own worth first. Thank you all for listening to today's story here on Reddit Echoes. The relationship we just heard about is a clear reminder that trust is the strongest foundation of any love. Once trust is broken, all that remains is pain and chaos. If you're in a relationship where trust feels lost, don't hesitate to ask questions and protect yourself. Love shouldn't be a one-sided sacrifice, and you deserve happiness and respect. If you enjoy real-life stories full of drama and emotion like this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss our upcoming videos. Please share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear what you think about this story. What would you do if you found yourself in a similar situation? See you again in the next videos from Reddit Echoes, where the echoes from Reddit never fade.